IFM News.
I'm Maria Linda Ventanilla and I am the Curriculum Implementation Division Chief of DepEd Dagupan City. Itong DSPC talagang annual naman ito. So the preparation has been going on at least sa amin how many months before the actual date. No? So for the last 2 months we've been preparing for this. Yung nagkataon lang na napakaraming mga bagyo or kung ano-ano na on the way. But actually, so far we're okay, no? Kaya nga tinuloy na natin ngayon kahit first Monday na magkikita-kita sila, tinuloy na natin kasi ready na po tayo. The preparation kasi ang pinaka-importante is yung schedule ng mga would-be judges natin sa mga contest, and not only that, tinitignan din natin if and when ready na rin ang ating mga schools na participants sa kanilang school paper kasi it is a requisite. Kailangan required talaga sa kanila that contestant should have a school paper submitted prior to being admitted as a contestant sa mga contest natin sa DSPC. Kailangan may dyaryo yung eskwelahan. Ganon. So far, sa atin, kung titignan natin yung participants natin, almost all schools, public and private, no, in Dagupan City are attending now. If and when merong ilan na hindi naka-attend, siguro meron lang siguro hindi na i-submit or something, baka ganun lang. Pero almost all naman, elementary and secondary po yan, yes. And then, of course, tayo naman, binigyan natin lahat ng equal opportunity yung ating mga contestants, no, na maghanda. At the same time kasi itong paghahanda na to, it's not only the skills kailangan din ng schools ng pondo because they have of course to register para nga dito sa ating mga contest na ito. Ganon. So yun yung mga ginagawa namin. Regarding that po kasi nag-streamline na po tayo ng number of contestants na pumapasok or winners na pumapasok sa RSPC and NSPC. In fact, during the nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, after post-pandemic, immediately after pandemic kasi, na nga lang isang winner na lang ang pinapadala. But this time, we were given consideration by the central office. Bumalik tayo sa 3 naman. So, 3 contestants. Kasi marami rin yan. Imagine that if you have 3 per category here, diba? Ilang categories yan? 8, diba? Kung 8 yan, 24 na yan. Marami na yan. Kumbaga, tapos meron pa tayong mga group contest, diba? Na Radio Broad, mga ganon, desktop publishing, mga ganyan. So, yung mga yan, kung titignan mo, malaki ng bulk nung participation din yun. I just hope and pray na para mas ma-expose yung mga contestants natin. In the near future, madagdagan uli yung number of contestants who will go to the RSPC and NSPC. Actually, the number 1 goal naman is to continuously develop the journalistic skills in the different areas. Yun ang number 1. Secondary na lang po talaga sa amin yung pagpanalo na, alam naman natin contest ito, pero more than that kasi gusto natin na yung mga dinidevelop natin dito would be someone like you, perhaps, who have been part and parcel of the DSPCs that we have done. So, yun, sa amin, bonus na yung kung manalo sila, pero ang pinaka-importante is ma-develop natin sila sa kanilang mga skills and mga talents. So, yun yung number 1 na nasa goal natin. Actually, sa initial po, may mga school initiatives na. Alam naman po natin na post-pandemic, hindi pwede tayo mag-gather ng napakarami. So what we're doing right now is we try to encourage all our school paper advisors to really do one-on-one training of their staff. Kasi mahirap po talagang kuhanin sila ng sabay-sabay. And at the same time, malaki din po kasi ang kailangan natin na resources if dadalhin natin sila ng sabay-sabay sa isang lugar. We need to have resource persons, malaki rin po yan. So ang ginagawa muna natin in preparation, school-based muna siya, parang school press con sila. And then there are times when the district also are given the leeway, no, to have their own district conference if they wish to. But we don't restrict them. Hindi namin nire-restrict yung fact na pwede silang magpa-train anywhere, kahit kanino. Basta pwede silang gumawa ng sarili lang initiative to be prepared here. Pero ang maganda nito ngayon, once na nandito na sila at nanalo sila, hindi na namin sila pababayaan. There is surely a rigid training for them to have a good chance of making it to the RSPC and more so in the NSPC. So, tinitrain na natin sila ng gusto. And for the school paper naman, syempre, nag-shortlist tayo ng mga winners natin para masabi pa natin kung ano yung mga kulang, ano pa yung pwedeng ma-develop, and they can further develop that before the submission to the RSPC, making it more competitive. So yun po yung ginagawa natin. And we're open to all. That means public and private. Wala tayong kinikilig. Sila po yun. Tatlong winners po. But dito po sa DSPC, ang ginawa namin is pili kami ng 5 kasi just in case lang po na meron kasi minsan hindi nakakarating or hindi pwede for whatever reasons, personal man o ano yan, kailangan meron kaming ipapalit, di ba? So pwedeng umakyat yung dalawa. If and when one of the 3 wouldn't make it, then the 4th and the 5th have greater chances of going up. Yun po yung ginawa namin. Kami, we're trying our best in STO Dagupan City to really ensure na yung ating mga sasabak sa RSPC ay gagabayan natin. No? We will not let them be alone in their journey towards their attendance to the RSPC. And that the association itself of secondary and elementary school paper advisors are working hand in hand together to ensure that we give them the quality type of training and preparation. At hindi lang yun, syempre nandun na rin yung kailangan namin i-boost ang kanilang moral. Diba? Kailangan encourage namin sila ng gusto. Kasi tingin namin kapag mas at home sila at masaya silang mag-participate, they will have a fruitful and successful stint in RSPC.
I'm Mr. Dennis A. Solis, the Association of Secondary School Paper Advisors President in the secondary level. From the Dagupan City National High School, a master teacher too, and at the same time an English teacher in the junior high school. Well, everything is all set. We are all ready for this competition with the brainstorming and collaboration that we had from the top management down to, of course, our officers. We are all ready for this, and we prepared for this competition. And I do believe that all our campus journalists are also in it to win it for this year's competition, since this is the Olympics of campus journalism, and our student journals are ready for this competition. Well, it's going to be a big difference kasi may mga i-introduce kaming panibagong mga contest, and that number 1 is yung mobile journalism. And bago ito, it's a modern way of telling stories using mobile devices. So it's very convenient to use this kind of digital format of news reporting, and ito yung bagong ilo-launch namin para sa mga aspiring campus journalists natin this year. And of course, our search for most outstanding school paper advisors and most outstanding campus journalists, we will definitely see this on the 3rd day of the event for this year's competition of the SPC. Well, a lot of challenges. From the planning down to, of course, to choosing the judges, to the suspension brought about by Typhoon Christine, because this was supposed to be last week, but now we move it to November 4 to 6 because there were so many weather disturbances. So we have to look into, of course, the welfare of our students, whether or not we will be pushing through this competition. But since, like we said, we planned for this one and we're all ready for this, we're all set for this one, and that's why it's happening now. Definitely the support is in there from the school itself. the support of the school paper advisors, the entire school, internal and external stakeholders definitely are all giving their full support to the students. And prior to attending this competition, they make sure and they ensure that the campus journalists are all ready and at the same time equipped to join this competition. Well, it's always para sa bata. Dahil ang competition naman na ito ay ginawa para sa upskilling and at the same upskilling ng mga bata at the same time to promote ethical responsible journalism in the midst of in the era of artificial intelligence wherein there's so much fake news and misinformation rampantly spreading all over our social media platforms. So our goal primarily is to educate our campus journalists and raise social awareness with our campus journalists. Well, dapat yung tinuturo sa kanila ay dapat pinapractice din nila ito sa totoong buhay. So, hindi lang dapat na acquire nila yung mga knowledge, but at the same time, the most important thing is how they apply that in their real life, in their day-to-day living. So, dapat hindi sila fake news peddlers, cloud chasers. Doon lang tayo sa tama, totoo at wastong pagbabalita. That's it.
DSPC po ay lahat, it concerns all schools of the division office of Dagupan City. So we are hosting or we are in-housing a lot of participants in both private and public schools. So one of our preparations is mainly our classrooms because they will serve as venue for each contest. And we have to prepare our facilities, the equipment to be used in the said DSPC. And what else? Our manpower also, because they will be assisting the facilitators in conducting the different events.
Ma'am, gaano po ka-challenging na pag-host ng katulad ng mga events na pinag-host?
Yes, kasi marami tayong participants. So, it is really a challenge on our part, especially that hindi naman kulang yung classroom, no, pero sakto lang. Unlike pag talagang big schools like the high school, like City High, compared natin yung mga rooms nila, marami talaga doon. So, they can accommodate all the events or contests in a day. Pero sa atin naman, kinaya naman natin. So, within 3 days, all the contests will be held and expected na matatapos within the 3 days. Opo. Actually, yung original dates natin is from October 28 to 30. But since dumaan ang bagyong Christine and Leon also, at saka yung All Saints Day pa natin, so na-move siya from that date to November 4 to 6. Since wala tayong pasok, na-delay din yung mga preparations natin. Especially yung mga classrooms natin and the area binaha. So, hindi kami makapag-prepare agad-agad. And also, since wala ding klase, so yung mga bata, hindi rin pwedeng matuloy doon sa contest. So, but so far, okay naman yung natin, preparation kahit na binagyo tayo. Kapag may mga ganitong events tayo, nagmo-modular, the modular delivery MDL, modular distance learning. So ahead of time, before this day, or last week pa, even before the holidays natin, long weekends, nagbigay na kami ng mga modules and activity sheets or worksheets para sa ating mga learners. This is to amend yung mga ma-cover ng DSPC days natin. So, hindi naman na-sacrifice yung learning natin, though it has to be off-site compared sa face-to-face. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kasi ang system ng ating SDO is magsunod-sunod yung mga school, different schools din na mag-host. So, it is really an opportunity for us actually para ma-gauge namin yung ability or capability of our school in general to host an event like this. Of course, we want the activity, the event to be successful, na makater natin yung mga needs ng mga learners natin, and considering na napakaraming events ang ginaganap for this hosting, we hope that yun nga, we can assist our young budding journalists para naman na-enjoy nila yung contest aside from showing their capabilities in writing and creative expression.
Ngayon po, ako po ay nasa desktop publishing, collaborative desktop publishing po.
Ilang taon ka ng campus year?
Ay, kakasat ko lang. First time ko po ngayong year. And ngayon po, ayun nga po, first time ko DSPC kaya medyo kinakabahan po ko ngayon. Since and syempre, bago sa akin, so nag-explore pa po ako kung paano maging effective pa na campus journalist and kung ano pa yung mga pwede kong matutunan as a beginner po ngayong school year po. As for preparation po, nagpapasalamat naman po kasi tinuruan po ko ng aming advisor, si Sir Peter po ng SAGS po. And dahil po sa kanyang pagtuturo po and sa training po is mas nainganyo rin po ko. Kasi noong una rin po, medyo nagdadalawang isip po ko. Kasi po, ang alam ko po is mahirap po magsulat ng or maging journalist. So medyo kinabahan po, pero dahil po sa guidance niya and sa training po, mas naging motivated po akong maging journalist na school. Pwede po manalo, first place. Pero kung hindi po pala rin, is matuto po para ma-apply po sa next na contest. Yun lang naman po. Let's all do our best and sana kahit pagkatapos ng competition ay maging friends pa rin tayo. Yun lang naman. Sana walang parang personalan. Pero, syempre, di kami magpapatalo sa pagsusulat ng aming articles. Pero po para sa akin, it's to motivate myself more and to pursue learning about journalism more. Kasi, syempre, lalo na pag mahal mong isang bagay, mas ipapursue mo siya, di ba? Mas bibigyan mo siya ng halaga, di ba? Yun lang naman po.
Matt Cruz po from Mother Goose. Sports individual po, Filipino. 2 years pa lang po. Sa school po namin, everyday po yung training po namin. Tapos whole day lang din po. Pero since may mga bagyo po na parang nakakancel pa yung mga training namin. Pero I try to na lang po, train sa online na lang po. Parang magsa-search po sa online ng mga articles ganun po. Tapos i-apply ko na lang po sa mga work.
IFM News.